So we're going to be talking about WCW Monday Nitro for September 25th, 2000 here.
Hell yeah.
Wow, this was a show with a lot of stuff. I don't feel like I feel like every segment was 5 minutes long and then we're on to something else.
And there was so much on this show that, like, I feel like is legendary, like, LOL WCW stuff in one episode.
That was, all the segments were all from, like, the memes of, like, WCW being bad in 2000.
You've probably seen GIFs of 75% of this show.
There was a 7-minute Goldberg and Scott Steiner cage match, which was crazy.
Yes. Hell in a Cell.
And there could be only one winner would walk out, and there was no ref.
Yeah, who decided that match was allowed?
The guy with the ring bell, yeah.
Who's in charge? Ernest Miller?
Major Guns.
Or Vince Russo? Major Guns. Mean Gene.
Can I ask you guys a question before we start this?
Oh,
though?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was watching this, and I was wondering, does this feel small to you? Does WCW, like, I don't know if it's a set or like the arena or like it all felt like really crammed in together. Like it was a Tron.
It's because
it's because
the old set was huge horizontally.
Yeah.
But now in
just
2000 they just put a Tron and then some starry lights.
Just the lights. Yeah.
Just WWF's entrance.
It all felt really tiny to me. I don't know why.
It actually is smaller than
that.
WWF's thing. The Tron's not
Tron
as big.
is? Oh yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah. I remember the walkway seemed a little smaller too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It all felt really tiny to me. I don't know why.
They were probably losing a lot of money.
I feel like they were always losing a lot of money. I don't think they ever really made money, but I appreciate that they were there.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah, I think we'll always know what that feels like. So we kick this off here. We get the WCW 2000 logo, which a lot of people always shit on, but to be honest with you, I dig it. I think it's cool. It was very 2000.
I'm pretty sure it took me until a year or two ago to realize that it says WCW inside
Me
that logo.
too. I was going to say the same exact thing. I never knew that with the letters of WCW until like years after the company was dead.
Yeah, I didn't know this. I seriously only found this out a couple years ago that it's a big.
I just thought it was a cool logo. I didn't think it was WCW.
Okay. I don't feel like as much of an asshole now. I
actually
thought it was just
did the entire time. I was like, what? Oh,
James,
that
you
makes
knew?
Sense.
I mean, I don't think I ever thought it wasn't. I mean, it's their branding. What else could it be?
I just thought it was a cool logo.
I did too. I never thought to like it didn't look like letters to me or anything. It just looked like, oh, this is a weird star that they use as their logo.
I might have learned it like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, but that was still a long time ago too. I wouldn't remember. Yeah.
No, I can definitely last year.
I definitely understand where you come from though, because you're right. Unless you look right at it, yeah, it's kind of difficult to see. The only time you could really tell,
tiny.
Yeah, I was about to say the only time you can really tell is literally at the very beginning of the show. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So we get a cold open here at the beginning of the show. It has been Vince Russo's lifelong dream since he was a kid to be the WCW champion.
Vince Russo's boyhood dream promo plays have been flexing.
Yeah, the first thing you see is a Vince Russo hype video package hyping up the main event with Jeremy Borash doing the voiceover.
It's always funny to hear WCW using the phrase sports entertainment because they definitely did it. And then in 2000 they said, "I think we will start." I think this is around the time when they started using it.
It's probably a Russo thing, right?
Probably, honestly. Which I don't know. It's still weird. Like when I heard it, I got like goosebumps. I'm like, that doesn't sound fucking right. Like, because WCW was always the wrestling brand and
wrestling,
the Turner wrestling brand. Yeah. So it shows clips of Russo and it shows him pinning Scott Steiner, which was kind of crazy, but I guess that's just the week-to-week business in WCW at this point.
What you do. Yeah.
It shows up-close shots of Kevin Nash being visibly confused, which honestly was one of my favorite parts of the show. All I could think about was creating a meme that said visibly confused with Kevin Nash's face on it. God, it ruled.
Kevin Nash had a few weird instances on this show.
Yeah, well, he was with the Natural Born Thrillers at this point. So that whole...
For some reason, I don't remember him being in charge of the Natural Born Thrillers. I just don't remember that.
That's him.
I remember Mike Sanders being their guy.
Mike Sanders, above average. What a guy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'll talk about him a lot because he's fucking on the show a lot. Like,
Was
so
that when
much.
they? So I'm trying to think of Natural Born Thrillers and then the New Blood. What was the New Blood compared to Natural Born? Was that completely different?
Yeah, that was a whole different thing. The New Blood
Because wasn't Nash with the New Blood or something? I can't remember what the hell happened.
Kinda.
In WCW
The
at
New
this
Blood was
time.
supposed to be going against the Millionaires Club, which was just like WCW's version of the Main Event Mafia.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm pretty sure the
guess.
Main Event Mafia came from the Millionaires Club.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
then Hogan
And
was part of FUNB or whatever, right?
the Millionaires Club was their faces, which sounds weird because who's going to cheer the fucking millionaires? The New Blood were the heels with Billy Kidman and Vampiro and shit.
So Natural Born Thrillers was before the New Blood, or was it after the
I
New
think it's
Blood?
after, right?
New Blood
confused.
is after. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, we're pretty
Oh,
late into
really?
2000. We're actually pretty late into 2000 already. So no, I don't think so. Maybe it was before, because Hogan was still
Yeah.
around when the New Blood was around. So
Yeah, I think so. Oh, they
Wait,
disbanded
New Blood-
July 9th, 2000.
okay, so
So they-
earlier in the
okay.
year.
Like, yeah, 2 months before
Because
this,
New Blood
they
Rising
already
was
broke up.
August 13th. So
Right, yeah. So
okay.
they just
Anyway,
just
I
died.
was just confused
I forgot-
between the New
I-
Blood and the Natural Born Thrillers and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I forgot about FUNB until you just said that. Hogan's way of getting back at the New Blood was his group is fuck you New Blood. Great.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
So Russo is putting up his undefeated streak tonight in the main event.
Wow.
Yeah, it's big undefeated. It was 8 matches.
It
or
is
something.
hometown, by the way. It's hometown.
He actually buries his hometown later and then says, "Never
Yeah, he
mind."
says I'm going to Atlanta. Fuck you. Or I'm from Atlanta now. Yeah.
Which then he buries Atlanta and then he buries Staten Island. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. That whole situation was
Worldwide
so
heat,
fucked. I didn't
baby.
know what was going on. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that. Russo shows up in a limousine with Jeremy Morash.
Who's dressed as Eddie Kingston?
He is. Wow, I didn't even think about that. He's got the same cut and everything. What the hell?
I love the security guards standing there by the limo like, is it our cue yet? Should we go? Are we ready to walk? And
They just walk without the door even open, and one of the guys looked just like Tommy Dreamer.
probably was Tommy Dreamer.
He got it. Yeah, he got a gig. So Borash is a stooge, just like everybody else
Yes.
on this show. Everyone is a stooge. I swear to God, they use this phrase 10 times with 10 different people throughout the next 2 hours. It's
No, that was just
stooge.
Mark Madden. That was just Mark Madden talking.
Dude, Mark
No, it
Madden
wasn't, because
sucks.
Chronic also mentioned that Disco's a stooge later on. They did that a
Oh,
lot.
And they
yeah.
called Mike Sanders a stooge,
Yeah,
too.
he's a stooge. He's a stooge. Borash is a stooge.
That's
Everyone's a
there's two
stooge.
things. There's two constants on the show. Everyone is a stooge, and everyone has some kind of weapon. Everyone does.
They signature
Every
weapons,
single
yeah.
match involved a fucking weapon.
I love that Scott Steiner's was the lead pipe, though. It looked like a lightsaber.
It was awesome.
Only his number one freak could use it. Fuck, dude. Steiner is crazy. So we
God,
get the
his
Nitro.
yeah.
We get the Nitro 2000 intro.
Why don't I really don't remember this intro being as fucking just all over the place as it was. Like, what was this thing?
A lot of people don't even remember this one, but yeah, it has nothing
It's-
on the early Nitro open.
I think
which
the
is legendary.
song is like,
It's
the
so
song
weird.
is just noise. It's just a bunch
yeah,
of
it's
noise.
just noise, and it's just a bunch of crash clips, just clips going into each other
like
real
Goldberg
quick,
screaming.
and then static.
"Ugh."
And then Kevin Nash's eyes lighting up at one point for some reason, just for fun. Like they said, you know what? Just do every weird video effect you can do for this intro.
They had Norman Smiley in it, so that's points for me.
That is pretty cool.
So we kick off this show, which is you can tell where AEW gets their starts of their show because they literally just went straight up into this match here. It's Big Vito versus Johnny the Bull.
Two very Italian men.
And this match is an I Quit stickball bat versus kendo stick match. That's the official name of this match that they said on commentary.
Are you guys familiar with stickball?
I played stickball. Yeah, you ever play stickball?
No, I mean I've seen it on Hey Arnold.
Okay, yeah. Stickball is pretty much you
Big
hit.
Vito
It's,
would be an
it's just,
episode of hair on the you motherfucker.
it's just baseball for kids that don't have baseball bats. You're poor and you use a broomstick and a baseball.
Thank
Yes,
you,
that
Hey
is
Arnold.
true.
Well, this match is something else. It goes about 5 minutes here.
Dude.
We have
Yeah.
Vito's younger sister Maria in the crowd.
Yeah, Maria
as she
Vito is in the crowd as
Maria
Mark Madden.
Vito. They didn't call her Maria Vito, did they?
Big Maria in the crowd.
Doesn't Mark? Mark Madden says, "What a dish she is, gabagool." And then he says, "What's the Italian word for a girl like that?" And then he goes, "She's a tramp, ski-whoa."
Yeah. What's the Italian word for women like that? Oh, yeah. Tramp. Whoa.
Ski-whoa. He does say ski-whoa.
Of course, this is right after it shows Mark Madden on the screen and it says TV's like sexy as big man or
Oh, it
something.
does say that.
Oh,
He looks
wow.
like a goof.
God,
How
does
could you
any-
talk bad about Maria Vito like that? Come on.
Big Maria.
Does anyone like Mark Madden on commentary? Please.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they're a fan of Mark Madden's WCW commentary.
I liked when Mark
bro.
Madden was just calling a bunch of Goombas. That was pretty good.
He did call them two Goombas, but that was Scott Hudson that called them that.
Mark Madden is the
Okay,
one
then
that
I don't
said,
like Mark Madden at all. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark
Yes.
Madden said, maybe Maria will whip up some spaghetti later. Bro, I am
Thank you,
so
Mark
sick of the
Madden.
anti-Italian sentiment on this show. It's really getting to
You motherfuckers. You better stop disrespecting the Italian. I'm gonna
With
get with
that.
that. Dude, I feel like this match wasn't long, but it felt long because they weren't doing
Yeah.
anything except hitting each other with stick, ball, bat, and kendo stick. But they were whooping the shit out of each other. Also, very impressive that Johnny the Bull's hat stayed on for half of the match.
shit was glued
How
to
the
his
fuck did you
head.
do that?
I
That
don't
was
know,
cool.
man. He put some extra tape up there. Oh my God, could you do that? Just tape your hat to your head?
Tape your hat to your head? I guess so. You glue it.
Holy, that'd be incredible.
Use some flex tape. That's
For
a lot
those that
of
are
damage.
unfamiliar, by the way, with Big Vito and Johnny the Bull, they recently have broken up. They were former tag team champions. You guessed it, the Mama Lukes.
Hey.
So yeah, they're just beating the shit out of each other. Johnny, I keep wanting to say Johnny Stamboli, but he's just Johnny the Bull, not Johnny Stamboli.
Yeah.
His leg gets caught in the rope at one point, and he's just laying on the apron, and Vito just fucks him up with the kendo stick, just beats the shit out of him, and then from the stage, Reno runs out. Now, Reno is a guy that is easily forgettable unless you were watching WCW 2000, because you know he had a cool-ass move, which was the roll of the dice, which everyone stole, and Cody Rhodes does it now. It's Crossroads. That's all he was known for. And he has a rat tail, and his gimmick was he's a gambler.
Is that even a rat tail at this point? Like, it's like, it's long,
I don't know what else you call whatever you want.
Yeah. That's fucked.
Reno is, of course, in the Natural Born Thrillers as well.
Everyone is in the Natural Born Thrillers.
That's true.
Everybody
It
is
wasn't
in
until
the
like
Thrillers.
the end of the match. It wasn't until the end of the match that I realized it was an I Quit match.
Yeah, it's an I Quit stickball bat versus kendo stick match. Come on, dude. Keep up.
I just imagine Russo, bro, you got the stickball and the kendo and the I Quit, bro.
I used
We
to play this all the
back
time,
in the
bro.
day.
Yeah, I know that's what he said.
Imagine, yeah,
I know
when
that's
I
what
was
he
a little, when I was a little
Oh
Goomba,
my
I was
God,
playing
yeah, in
stickball
New
in the yard.
Jesus.
Vito gets put in the Tree of Woe in the corner, and Maria Vito gets into the ring.
Big
runs
Maria.
in,
Maria.
pulling a oos.
Yeah, Big Maria. This is where the Usos and Roman got their angle from. She gets in
Big
the ring
Maria.
and almost. Dude, Big Maria almost blows out both of her legs like Vince getting in the ring at the Rumble. She
Oh,
jumps
man, she
into
did.
the apron.
Yeah.
Jumps into the apron and almost fucks her shit up. She covers up Vito to stop Johnny the Bull from hitting him with the stick ball bat any longer. And Vito has some marks on his stomach too, so he was getting lit up. And I guess she quit for him.
Yeah, Maria
And that was
Vito goes, "Hey, oos! Hey, oos!"
Sorry, Oos. She quits for him, and then the match ends, and Vito slowly falls out of the Tree of Woe and kicks Maria right there. He kicks her so hard, and she sells it too.
That's the true sorry oos right there.
Fucking, that was so brutal. But yeah,
What
a way to start the show.
I'm glad we thought that. I wrote that down. I said, what a way to start this show.
I did
the
too.
I Quit stickball bat versus kendo stick match.
I didn't even have time to write that down because they immediately cut to the next singer right away.
Oh yeah,
no
with
time
Russo
wasted.
and Borash in the hallway with Borash hyping him up, and then they go to David Flair driving up to a guy on a payphone. and he gets out of the car, and he's harassing the guy. He pushes the guy out of the way, and he goes into the phone book. He's looking through the phone book trying to find an address, and he finds the address, and the guy's still giving him the business, and David Flair yells at him and pushes him away, and David Flair's fucking weird.
David Flair goes, "Where's Oberthorpe?" or whatever he's saying.
He was
Where's
looking for
Oberthorpe?
977 Oglethorpe. They
Yeah, that's
fucking
what I was
said
talking
it
about.
every time. Why is this so specific?
So he probably docs Buff's real address.
People just went to his house.
just as a rib. Went to a shoot house.
I bet they would. That's how
I
screwed up
totally they
WCW was
would.
at the time. They'd rib him.
Fuck.
I mean, to be fair, when it comes down to WWF and WCW at the time, I would definitely want to hang out with WCW. That they just seem like a fucking just
They were
fun
out of their
group of guys.
goddamn
Yeah, that's what I'm
minds.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
that's fucking nuts. So David Flair is still looking for 977 Oglethorpe. He'll find it eventually. He'll probably have to also talk to the police because he assaulted this guy on the payphone for whatever reason. So
And he does a breaking and entering later too. He does a lot of crazy shit.
yeah, I hope that George's Finest really gets on this. We get to Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner cutting a promo.
Joe, chosen one. And
Fucking
Not
shitty dub
rare.
WWE Network version. Bullshit.
This was always his entrance music. I've seen
Go to
this.
hell. Don't do this. Why do you do this to me?
Break
Why
the
do you always
walls
do this? I
down.
hate you.
Yes, you know
No,
what, gosh.
Jericho didn't use that either.
Yeah, Scott Steiner came
Stop
out to
doing
that.
this. No.
Jeff Jarrett came out to talk to all his little slap nuts out there, and
This is for all my little slap nuts around the country.
what a fucking guy! Good lord, he was over at this point too. And
yeah, he was.
but Scott Steiner is the real one here.
Fuck.
Scott Steiner comes out first of all in custom limited edition black chainmail, which ruled. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
I don't remember the black chainmail, but it did look cool.
Hell yeah, limited edition. He only comes out with it sometimes. That's how you knew something was going to happen. That's why he had a cage match later on in the evening. So Steiner,
I don't think he even knew that was going to happen.
yeah, that was a rib too. Goldberg came down. He said, we're going to start this match.
That's why I had to wear the mask.
So Steiner asks the crowd, he grabs the microphone, he asks, why do you boo genetic perfection, but you cheer the goddamn New York Jets and the New York Giants? They suck.
He just goes on a rant about the local sports teams. He starts yelling at Jumbo in the crowd.
Jumbo Elliott. Yeah, what do you know about Jumbo Elliott?
He points right at the guy and says, "Who the hell is Jumbo?" And he finds him.
Yes, he does. But fuck the Jumbo guy, because then he starts talking shit about the crowd again. I felt like he was going to start talking shit about Ric Flair too, just because he likes to do that.
He wanted Dick Flair.
Yeah, he tells all these New York white trash that he is stand on their feet and respect Steiner for running Goldberg out of this business.
He said, "I want all you New York white trash to stand up and get ready to kiss my ass."
That rules.
Tremendous.
So then Russo comes out in a New York Giants jersey.
Heel heat.
Oh
He
man.
gets a huge pop here, by the way. Huge pop.
course.
Hometown boy.
Well, Russo then. So I was very confused in this whole part because he cuts a promo here, right? And he's from
Yes.
Staten Island, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is his hometown, right? Or is it
Literally
Long Island?
from
Whatever
here.
one it was.
One of the
Yeah.
two. He is from here. And he cuts a promo when he has a main event match later on in the evening. And he goes, I'm no longer from New York. I'm from Atlanta. And you know what they have in Atlanta? They got NASCAR, inbred cousins making babies, and John Locker. I said, what the fuck is John Locker?
Also, what,
John Rocker.
What reaction was he thinking he was getting from saying, "I love cousin fucking"?
Inbred cousins making babies. What the fuck does this mean? So Sting's music hits, and you're like, whoa, because, you know, Sting's a big deal, even in 2000.
I was very confused because his music hits, and I'm like, but then Booker T shows up on the Tron, and I'm like, did they?
Yeah, that
is this
was
a fuck
so
up?
weird.
I thought they fucked it up.
Hey, but Sting's right behind Booker T and says, hello.
Hey, whoa. Yeah.
Hey.
He says,
Everyone's like, oh.
I got Booker's back. You see? Because I'm behind him. Get it?
He tells Russo, look behind you. So he does. But he also has to look all the way up in the bleachers. He doesn't just look behind him. Goldberg is...
He might as well pull out fucking binoculars. He had to try to find Goldberg in the crowd.
They had to zoom in with the fucking ultra tech camera to see Goldberg just walking into the crowd.
A pixel.
And guess what? It cuts to commercial immediately, and they don't even follow up on Goldberg getting into the ring.
No. We know. Who knows? Well, Goldberg, in my mind, just sat there.
I just thought he fucking left. Just walked out of the arena.
Did you like that Goldberg was wearing the same jacket that he wore when he debuted on
With the
Monday
Rock?
Night Raw?
I did notice that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. You think he buys something new for his big debut? He said, "Nah, I'll just run this back."
No, fuck, this is the classic. I speared Vince Russo in this.
We have one of the greatest angles in wrestling history in this jacket, baby. So we cut backstage after Goldberg arrives. Literally do not follow up on this even once. They don't even mention it.
No.
They say nothing about this. Mike Sanders tells Chronic, "You're not in the fucking Battle Royale tonight," because Mike Sanders is the stooge. He's the big natural-born thriller stooge. Stooge number 1. Well, Chronic says, "Oh, look at this stooge alert. Oh, wait, that's not disco. Oh, backstage stuff. Oh, dirt sheet stuff. Whoa."
Well, when Mike Sanders walks in, he does this later too. He says, "What are you two cupcakes up to?" What is this cupcakes?
That's what he's trying to
He
get
was
over.
trying to get it. He's trying to get this catchphrase over. He's like, "Listen, cupcakes."
Also, what the fuck was Bryan Adams wearing? His big blue shirt. He looked like a bathroom floor.
I mean, he looked like Christian from 2000, so like he's working that real well.
That's true. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
So we move on to the tag team battle royale next, which is exactly what it
just
says.
right into it too. Like no entrances. You just go except
This
for
was the
filthy
theme. I
animals.
think they were trying to keep the show going. That was a Russo thing. He loved that.
Which is fine. In this match, you have 3 count, the Harris brothers, the Filthy Animals, the Natural Born Thrillers, the Misfits in Action, the Young Dragons, and the Filthy Animals. They were announced as the former tag team champions, but they came out with the titles. So I don't understand what was going on here.
I don't know.
So they were forced
I
to
was
defend the
confused.
titles in this tag team battle royale. That's
but they
how it
weren't.
worked.
They
it was
were announced
vacated.
as the former tag champions. Yeah.
No, it was a vacant battle royal. So I
But I
don't
think they
know.
were vacated, but they never handed over the titles. Like I think it was like a stipulation where
those
like, hey, you
filthy
got to
animals.
give the titles up. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah.
Sure.
that's how it went down.
I
But
mean, it's
filthy
a-
animals get a cool entrance here.
The Kenny Omega entrance.
It's a tag team battle royale for the tag team championships, but there's no tagging, and really, it's kind of just everyone for themselves. I mean, no one's really.
Yeah.
The only people working together are Sean O'Hare and Jindrak. The rest of them are just kind of walking around getting their ass kicked. I don't really know.
Yeah,
what's
just
going
doing
on
their
here.
spots.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. At one point, Jindrak and O'Hare just throw Shane Helms over the top rope, and there's a table out there, and he goes through it. Where the hell did that table come from?
And technically, he was never eliminated. He didn't touch the floor. He touched the table. So Kaz Hayashi takes a huge fucking back bump to the floor for no reason. I loved it. Dude's an absolute
Fuck.
maniac.
God, yes, he did. He absolutely did. What the fuck?
Sugar Shane Helms got eliminated through the table, which I still am confused on how that got there. Chronic, who is banned from being here, turns
They're
out
not in the match.
that it doesn't really fucking matter what they say on this show. Chronic
Fuck the rules.
comes out anyways, and well, they're here to crash the party. They eliminate the Harris brothers. Fucking the Harris brothers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
who did hit the H-bomb in this matchup.
God damn the Harris brothers. So we got a couple of cool spots. This was Shannon Moore took a mean wheelbarrow Uranagi from Brian Clark. That was
cool.
Yeah, that was nuts. He was bumping like crazy in this match.
Brian Adams also did like an F5 brainbuster, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think they just came in here to show off their cool moves, and security said, "Stop fucking getting over." First off,
Which was fine. It's just how are they allowed to eliminate pretty much everyone except the Filthy Animals and the Natural Born Thrillers, who were the last 2 teams left after Chronic whooped everybody's ass. And then security gets in the ring. One lone security guard gets in the ring as Chronic is whooping ass and just maces them. And then everyone else comes in too. But like this one dude just stumbles into the ring. I thought it was a fan at first. I was so confused. He maces Brian Adams, and then the security rushes in, starts arresting him.
Did you guys hear K-Dog on commentary?
yeah, I did
What'd he
hear
say?
him.
K-Dog said they're actually selling the mace. I thought that was crazy.
All
Did you
Conan
notice-
did on commentary was bury Chronic the whole time. He just called him
Yeah,
a bunch
he
of
did.
pussies.
He said, what did he say? He said, if you've never seen Chronic, after you watch Chronic, you'll have insomnia or something like
Yeah,
that. If you
that's
have
what he said.
insomnia,
Oh my
you'll
God.
be able-
Basically, yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Did either of you notice a legendary wrestler as one of the security guards?
No, who was? I didn't even look at who
James
it was.
Storm? Was it James Storm?
It was close. Tony, you're close. It's the Wildcat.
Chris Harris?
Yes.
Chris Harris, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, was
Chris
he?
Harris
I couldn't remember, but
one
I
of the
saw him.
security guards. Yeah.
Oh, dude, when they went to Mace, okay, so Bryan Adams had Chavo Guerrero, and he had him in a gorilla press slam,
Oh, yes.
and security came in and went to mace him, and he's doing a gorilla press slam, but it's a throw to the outside.
He's trying to eliminate him. Yeah.
Yeah, and they start macing him mid-fucking throw.
And he can't see. And he just launches Chavo. And then Disco Inferno runs out with a goose.
With
and
a
he
duck.
hits.
With
It's a goose. It's not a duck. How dare you?
He's got
No,
his
it's not
duck.
a
He hates
chicken
duck.
either. He gets Hoovy in the head with a goose, and then Conan chases Disco away, and then the bell rings. But the match isn't over. I don't know why the bell rung. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, they just said ding, 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 ding.
They just rung the bell. The match wasn't over. And then fucking Nitro Born Thrillers start whooping Ray's ass. Ray gets crotched on the top rope. And then Jindrak does a springboard lariat from the apron into the ring. Lariats Ray off the top rope. Gets the win. New tag team champions, the Nitro Born Thrillers.
In a battle royale.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's
In their
I don't
first
know.
years in professional wrestling, by the way, I think is what they were saying.
So after Sean O'Haire and Mark Jindrak win the tag team championships, we go backstage and Tori Wilson is lathering up her titties.
Yeah. She's oiling up her legs with way too much oil and showing her toes.
That's pretty fucking cool, man. This is why WCW
That's
should have won
pretty
the
sweet,
war. This is crazy.
I think the issue is they waited this long to do their first ever bikini contest. This is the first one they ever did.
That
They
blew
waited
my
too long.
mind with that statistic, honestly. I was like,
I
there's no
couldn't
way.
believe that. Yeah.
But I guess technically they did. I mean, they just had the Nitro girls. They didn't really run. I mean,
Yeah.
before that, they were actually running an actual women's division. So there's,
Yeah. And they said, this ain't working. Let's try something else. Bikini contest.
they looked over at the WWF and said, why the fuck aren't we showing feet on TV? And they got that all
Why
fixed
do we
up real quick.
respect these women?
This is stupid. Go ahead and cancel
Who
that
the
guy in
fuck are
Japan
they?
bullshit, and then we'll go ahead and put Tori Wilson and Major Guns lathering up.
Fuck off.
Well, that didn't work out very well for them, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. We
did
move
not
on
work whatsoever.
to the Wack Pack segment. The Wack Pack
Fuck.
was a popular act for a few years with Howard Stern on the Howard Stern Show.
They were just weird guys that were on the Howard Stern show, and Pamela Paulshock is
Think of like the
interviewing them.
oddities, but like real people on the Howard Stern show.
Right. They were just weird people. Really, it's just all it was.
I guess the one that really kind of kept their fame was Beetlejuice. He was always probably the most popular out of all of them, I think.
He was
Actually,
over
I
as
think
fuck.
during the time, the most popular might have been Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf, but Beetlejuice retained that sort of popularity
sure.
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf was there. As you said, he wanted to see Pamela naked, he said. Mean Gene
Why
is just
did
trying
they
to interview
them? Why? Why did they ask them questions?
Mean Gene trying to ask each one of them something. I don't know why he bothered with this. He turns around and he says, yes, Crackhead Bob. He says to High Pitch Eric, they call you High Pitch Eric. Why? What the fuck do you think, Mean
And he goes,
Gene?
because I have a high pitched voice.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's my voice. Then he just keeps
At
interviewing
the
people.
beginning of the interview, did you hear Mean Gene? He was talking to Pamela, and he goes, "Is that a beaver coat?"
Oh my god! Yo, I didn't hear that. What the fuck? Yeah, Mean Gene was pretty horny on this episode too. Actually,
Yeah, he was.
No, he just
Was that a
spoke what he
fucking
wanted to
boner?
say. I mean, he pretty
I
much
guess so.
kind of always like that. I mean, to be honest with you, he just
Yeah,
kind of he didn't
that's
like
true.
pause on
That's
it.
why
He
he's
just be like,
though.
"You're looking kind of sexy tonight." Anyways, tonight you have a match with. Like, what? No one ever questioned it because fuck it, we're moving on to the next part. But like, wow, okay.
If JR did that, it might not be as obvious, but he pauses after all his shit. Just Mean Gene goes with the flow.
Because JR just goes, "Oh my god, what the fuck, bro?"
Hamana.
Yeah, if you just followed up with, "Oh my god, Tope Suicida," you'd be so much better. Like, honestly, just
No, Chikai's Lost Shadow.
No, fuck yeah, nutritionally. What did he say? Fuck, nutritionally balanced or something.
Oh god. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about JR later too. Fuck. Kevin Nash walks into this segment with the Natural Born Thrillers and he says, "Why are you interviewing these guys? We got tag team champions here. Why are you not interviewing my guys?" And then they all, get into the interview and then Kevin Nash says, "Let's go, guys. Let's get out of here." And then just before they leave, Kevin Nash comes back and he says, "Oh, I do want to say one thing." And he leans down and extends his hand to Beetlejuice, and he says, "Elix, it was nice to see you." Thank
That
you,
ruled
Out
so
of pocket,
hard.
bro.
Thank you,
I
Kevin.
died laughing when he said that. Oh,
Jesus.
shit, he just
Poor
clowned
Elix
him.
Skipper. Elix Skipper deserves better, man. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, Elix Skipper ruled, but I just
He
died.
does rule. But
Well,
yeah,
at least
that
he
was
comes
very
in to get his
fucking
ass kicked
random.
later.
Yeah, thankfully. He does something, I guess.
I think Beetlejuice said, what did Beetlejuice say during this segment? He said, Beetlejuice, you happy to be here? And he goes, for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, for the ladies. Versace. What the fuck does that mean? Versace.
He just said, Beetlejuice just said words. That was his whole
For the
thing,
ladies.
really.
Versace. I was like, what? You know what? Whatever. Fuck yeah,
That's
I
enough.
agree. And to make things even better, we go on to the next match on this card, which is Mike
For
Awesome.
the most infamous WCW match of all time. One of them.
This is up there, yeah.
Mike Awesome, that 70s guy, versus Insane Clown Posse, Violent J,
Yes.
and Shaggy 2 Dope.
I think ICP are still teaming with Vampiro at this point, because last Monday, Mike Awesome powerbombed Vampiro over the top rope through a table. So I think ICP are here to get revenge on Mike Awesome. Violent J starts cutting a promo about being hardcore. He's talking about all the guys that work for JCW that are hardcore, like Madman Pondo and Rude Boy. And
Whoop, whoop.
I think there was another one that I don't remember he was talking about.
You talking about Death Dealer Tommy Shaw?
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to drop Cue Ball.
Sorry, bro. He had to drop Rude Boy, though. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, Rude Boy is cool. Pondo, I was surprised. And on commentary, they were like, who the fuck are they talking about?
Said JCW, what the fuck is that?
He says, Mike Awesome is tending to a fractured spleen or something. That's what those were the words that he said.
Yeah, he did. No, Vampiro has a fractured spleen or something, right?
Oh, Vampiro. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fractured
Yeah.
spleen.
Spleener.
He definitely said some more stuff in this, but I'm not going to repeat it. Then Mike Awesome drives out with his 70s bus, which is a school bus that's painted to look
70s-ish.
psychedelic. Yeah,
That's
I
what he
don't
was
know.
talking
It's
about in the
just-
promo, right? He was like, get your slow bus out here, brother.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Then the ICP run up to the bus, and the bus doors open, and Mike Awesome sprays him with a fire extinguisher. Just
Holy
fucking
shit.
cool as hell.
I forgot that he said, Mike Awesome, just like the 70s, you're dead. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I forgot he said that
I
too.
fucking,
no.
holy shit. I was like, that hits a little different. God damn.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah, sheesh.
Poor Mike
This whole promo did not age like milk. This whole promo was
Yeah.
past the
It's a
fractured
shame he didn't
spleen.
succeed.
Oh, no.
ECW.
Joey Styles is very happy
They
about
started
that
chanting
promo.
ECW, and I swear to God, they just like, you could barely hear it.
No, I'm sure they drowned it out. They said, fuck that.
Yeah, probably.
So these guys just start whooping each other's asses, just hitting each other with stuff. Shaggy and Mike Awesome start fighting to the top of the bus. Violent J sets up a table, then climbs onto the bus, and then Mike Awesome simply throws him off of the bus through the table. just very quickly, nonchalantly, just taking a quick bump ski off this bus through a table. And then, so Shaggy and Mike Awesome are on top of the bus. They're fighting. Shaggy is teasing that he's going to throw Mike Awesome off the bus onto the stage. Mike Awesome fights out of it, hits him with a couple shots, sets him up for the awesome bomb. Runs forward with him propped up in the Razor's Edge, Mike Awesome bomb position. Launches him. Shaggy hits the bus and then slowly slides off the top of the bus and lands on his fucking head. What? I swore he died.
You see Mike Awesome immediately
Mike Awesome
regret
desperately
that and
reaching
grabs
out.
his leg.
trying to grab him like he's Jey Uso, trying to grab his leg to catch him
Immediately
from
like,
dying.
oh shit, what did I just do?
And Shaggy falls on his head and he dies. Did he even pin him? Did he go down and... Oh, he dropped down and pinned him after the match, yes.
After he was on his head, just pinned
He went
him.
down and... Thankfully, he quickly went down to check on him, and at the same time, he said, all right, brother, I gotta get this pin real quick.
We got one more spot
We'll
to
deal
do.
with that. We'll deal with that after.
Fuck, I love that whole visual in my head just fucking kills me every time. Mike
slowly
Awesome,
sliding.
Awesome bombs him off the top of a fucking bus. He goes down for the pin. He whispers in his ear, "We got one more spot."
I wish he would have done one more, honestly.
Oh, me too. Fuck, man, because this match is like exactly what you would expect Mike Awesome versus ICP to be. It was just like two guys throwing themselves at Mike Awesome trying to stop this fucking monster. And, he gives him the Awesome Bomb on the bus. Just not even a second thought about it. Just goes for it, in like a 5-minute match. Just Awesome Bomb on top of the bus. It's just like there was no rules back then. It was just like very much so like, what do you guys want to do tonight when you go out there? It's like, I want to get Awesome Bombed on top of this bus. And then they just fucking go out there and Awesome Bomb. There was no like, oh, but can we do this? Or if it's like this or whatever. It was like, I'm going to Awesome Bomb you on top of the bus then. That's just what we're going to do.
It wouldn't surprise me if that was their idea too. Like Violent J wanted to take a flip bump off the front through a table and Shaggy wanted to take the Awesome Bomb on top of it.
I absolutely agree with you. I'm sure Mike went to them and then they said, hey, we want to do this. And Mike said, I'll do whatever the hell you want to do. And then they did it. And like,
fuck yeah.
I'm sure that was the easiest night in Mike Awesome's career. So,
oh my God,
all
easy
he had
money.
to do is, usually he's out there getting hit in the head with chairs and shit. And tonight he's like, okay, I get to throw you off a bus. And like, that rules.
I get to beat up the Insane Clown Posse. It's sweet.
Yeah, that probably was a really good night. I'm sure they went and drank some beers afterwards, had a good time.
Drink beer.
What? So after
Mike Awesome.
So after ICP and Mike Awesome, we get Major Guns backstage. Backyard Wrestling 2 legend, of course, in the main menu, as usual. She's backstage, lathering up the Major Guns. If you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying.
What a sweet gimmick name. They would just say, hey, my name is Huge Titties.
Yeah, that works for me. Fuck. I mean, like, what else? I mean, she didn't do anything but have huge titties, so that kind of ruled.
That doesn't compare to Big Maria, though.
Big Maria versus Major Guns was a fucking dream match waiting to happen. We never got it.
It's Maria Vito, by the way. Get it right or pay the price.
Big Maria Vito versus Major Guns. Big Maria versus just large, fucking just crazy titties.
Major Guns versus big ass milk jugs.
That's what all of the fucking Misfits in Action's names were. It's just,
General
we're gonna call
Penis.
Bill DeMoss' name is fucking Hard Cock. Cool, thank you.
I can't believe we were supposed to take that serious later on. I can't believe we were
General Erection.
Yeah,
come the fuck on.
I can't believe we were supposed to take that serious. We'll talk about that in a minute. But General Erection had a match later on, and he's supposed to get babyface sympathy.
He was over too
as General
Babyface
supposed to be
Erection. And I'm gonna tell you right now, General Erection gets no sympathy from me, and he ain't get no sympathy from the people. That's true.
I got no love for Erection.
Sheesh.
What about G.I. Bro, James?
Tell me you didn't just say that. Tell me you didn't just say that. David Flair is on location one more time. He's still looking for 977 Oglethorpe. God, they use that so much. Like it was like a man, that's gonna pop everybody every time we say it, and just
what the?
Pop
It's got to be an inside joke. It's got to be like some inside joke.
It's either that or it's we're missing like context, and they've used that before.
Yeah, I don't know. Popping the boys, I guess.
Yeah,
who would do that?
Yes, that's stupid. David Flair is riding around, and of course he's not at the right fucking place. Turns out he got directions to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
Fuck you.
The boys. He's lost, so he's going into Chuck E. Cheese to ask for directions.
Yes, he's going to Chuck E. Cheese. I was hoping Charles would have been there, but he was not.
Charles. Shout out to Chuck.
Charles Cheese was not on location.
3 to 3:30. He came in a little late,
Charles E. Cheese, my favorite. I love that dude. Shout out.
So David Flair asked the cashiers, how do I get to this exact address?
Wait, are you going to skip over the part that he has a crowbar in his hand when he walks into Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it didn't even connect to me that he walked into Chuck E.
It just felt normal with how
David
weird the shit was.
That
the crowbar was the least offensive part of what was going on.
Yeah, so David walks in with the crowbar, and then he walks straight into the kid's gimmick, which is over to the left. God, just seeing this was crazy because I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in goddamn over 20 years easily. And wow,
it's been 50 for me, yeah.
So you were there the first day they opened the doors.
You cut the ribbon.
Man, I met Chuck.
Initial investor in Charles E. Cheese. So walks in right into
Yeah, because right into the ball pit. The ball pit. He's in the ball pit.
he jumps in looking for 9 cents.
I know you're in here, house. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this fucking guy? Why did he think? What did he think was in there? A person or the directions or what?
Whoever was sleeping with his girl.
At some point, I think 977 Oglethorpe became a fucking person to David Flair. I think it was no longer an address. It was just a human being. It was an entity, and he looked for him in the ball pit.
Maybe he thought Charles Cheese was the father of Stacy's child.
Come back between 3 and 3:30 and get you 1 cheese pizza for admission to see Charles E. Cheese.
The animatronics will play his theme song.
Holy shit.
That little rat.
Ric Flair shows up.
I would love the Chuck E. Cheese band
Ric
to
Flair
play
just
David Flair's
turns and looks.
Ric Flair animatronic.
Oh my god!
You really wanted to pop the boy. There you go.
Oh my god! I would love to see it. Just strumming it on the guitars. Weird fucking animatronic dudes and Charles Cheese.
Oh, that's 5 Nights at Freddy's right there.
So we get the Cat, who is the WCW commissioner. He comes out here. He's got some words.
Miss Jones. Who the fuck is Miss Jones?
That's Miss Jones.
I don't. Big Miss Jones?
So the Cat says,
weird.
"Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a good night. By the way, Mark Madden, you fat piece of shit."
That ruled.
Mark Madden, I hate your fat ass.
You might think that's an exaggeration. That was legit 100 verbatim of what he said.
He's talking about Russo in the promo. He says, Russo, I'm going to make it easy so Booker T can kill your ass tonight. By the way, he said, he's going to kill you.
Hell yeah,
and then
murder.
He just turns. Yeah, he turns and points at Mark Madden. He says, Mark Madden, I hate your fat ass.
That's the greatest thing ever. The Cat is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Too.
The Stooges are running wild.
He says, if any of your 3 Stooges get involved, Big Stupid Nash, Big Papa Pump, or that little hillbilly Lil Slapnuts Jeff Jarrett, I'm going to fire all of them.
Dude, every time I watch WCW, the Cat is the commissioner, so I don't know. He's just always the commissioner.
At some point, someone gave him
power. Didn't the Cat beat Eric Bischoff in like a match at one point? I swear
it was a karate match
that's...
or something, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I remember that, but yeah. That
sounds
happened.
about right. I'm shocked that you remember that. I completely blanked that out of my memory.
He
you
has
don't remember
spoken.
out of the history of WCW? You don't think of the Cat and Eric Bischoff in a karate match?
No. Honestly, I typically try to forget about the Cat except for the theme song.
What about Miss Jones?
I still have. Does she like who?
Miss Jones.
I need to find out more about Miss Jones.
She's a stooge. So just so you know,
everyone's a fucking stooge. Oh, she was a Nitro girl named Chameleon, and then she was given a role as Miss Jones, the personal assistant of Ernest Miller, and then she took a blockbuster and was never seen again on TV.
What a way to go out.
Oh, shit, that's not what I was expecting to read.
And then she was never heard from ever again.
Yeah, cool.
So Mike Sanders comes out again. God, he is all over the show. He comes to the ring and he says, "Did someone say natural born thrillers?" No, nobody said that.
No one said that at all. And then what? Ernest Miller has a killer line here.
The Cat that goes, "No, I said natural born ratings killers." No, you didn't. Nobody said anything.
None of these names were mentioned at all.
I guess he cut that part so he could get in the Mark Madden, you fat piece of shit, you fucking bitch.
Ernest Miller just goes on his own rant, and Mike Sanders has to try to make up for it.
Mike Sanders is just trying to get Cupcake over, yeah.
He says Cupcake again in this fucking promo.
Yeah, he does.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. There was actually, I went to WCW.com and I checked out the after part of this segment, and it was just the Cat berating Mark Madden. He just got your stupid shirt, you fat fucking
you rotund
idiot.
garbage bitch.
You milk toast,
fat,
fucking fat idiot. It was great. I was like, wow, the cat's got.
That's pretty good. I wish I saw that. I should have showed that on. They should have put that on TV.
Yeah, well, it's only on the website. If you hit the Wayback Machine, you can check it out.
Fuck,
Oh, the Wayback, you can watch it.
Yeah. You check it out. Real Player, download that. Then you got to download that, and you got to put it into this.
Oh god.
LimeWire is a 50-50 chance you get some sort of porn when you download it. It's just go crazy.
Medasia.
You could get Still Tipping, Swish a House. You never know. The cat and Mike Sanders are talking back and forth. They chant asshole at Mike Sanders. This is the first time Mike Sanders has ever gotten a crowd reaction, so he really milks it for everything it's worth. He runs it back a few times. They say asshole, he says, huh? And they say asshole, he says, huh? And then he says asshole, and they go, okay. And then they move on. Kevin Nash and the boys come out. Kevin Nash literally went backstage and said, are there any white guys that would like to come out with me right now?
Please, attention all super crackers. Report to the stage.
So Kevin Nash and the Natural Born Thrillers come out, and they end up joining Mike Sanders and beating down the cat.
Oh yeah, first Sanders goes to hit the cat with a bat, but the cat blocked the bat. And then he gives him a sidekick.
Put on a hat.
And then he called Mark Madden a fat piece of shit, you bitch.
And then the cat called him fat with a bat.
He goes to hit him, and then the cat blocks it, and then
he caught it.
That's when Super Cracker comes out and tells everyone to get him.
Super Crackers. That would have been a much better name.
I feel like if it was
The Natural Born
2020,
Thrillers.
Yeah, I feel like we should run back the Natural Born Thrillers in DPW and then just the Super Crackers.
Call this Super
With Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, any white people backstage that would like to come out right now. Every week is just different. No one knows who's in this group. As far as everyone knows, as long as you're white, you're in the group. I don't know.
Tony and I stand up from the announcer's table.
You walk to the stage.
I guess, all right, I'm joining, I guess.
We'll get wireless headsets. You'll just call it as you're in the group.
All right, well, here comes the Super Crackers, and we're walking with them.
Oh, Super Cracker giving the boots. Super Cracker getting the boots. Oh, Super Cracker.
So, yeah, the Thrillers rush the ring, beat up Ernest Miller. Or, no, they rush the ring, and then Ernest Miller starts whooping all of their asses, actually.
He kicks all their asses.
He just beats them all up until Mike Sanders hits him with a bat, and then they start beating him up, and Reno hits the roll of the dice, baby.
Oh, baby, oh, baby. That's where Cody Rhodes was first born. Matter of fact, he was born from that moment.
That's true. He popped out of the move. He popped out of Reno's hair.
That was in the WCW.com segment that you guys missed. That was part of that.
They
on the Wayback Machine. Yeah, check it out.
It was a 971 Oglethorpe.
That's actually Cody's legal name. That's why it's 977 Oglethorpe.
77.
Dude, holy shit. DVW had to have a jobber named 977 Oglethorpe.
We need to just run at 977 Oglethorpe. That's where we should run.
Oh yeah, that's
shows.
our location. Yes.
I thought it was a rib on Sting's commercial in the house. I was like, oh, did they use the same house from the Sting commercial where he beat the kid up?
Oh.
But then I don't know. It could be. All those houses look the same to me. I don't really know.
They probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. You can buy 977 Oglethorpe right now for $416,000.
Go to hell.
It's the same house too. Oh shit!
What the? For real?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised that it's on the market. Honestly,
yeah.
It
You don't want David
hasn't-
Flair's sweat.
it's probably.
front
I
porch?
bet you it's in the description. David Flair was here once. And then you
Banging
click
on the
show
door.
more on the description. And it goes na 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 na.
It's Undertaker beating his ass.
And at the very bottom, you click through to the final gallery, and it's just Ric Flair looking at you real disappointed.
Turning sideways.
Why are you buying this house?
Oh fuck!
So we have the WCW Bikini competition, the first one ever in the history of WCW. I'm talking September 25th, 2000 was the first time they ran a bikini competition in this whole fucking company.
Historic.
They kind of ran a contest of women before. They did the Miss NWO contest. Do you remember that?
But that was NWO, and NWO was a separate entity.
Yeah, that's not WCW.
But it wasn't a bikini contest, but it was just a...
No, it was WCW Babe contest, right? And it was just a bunch
I
of
don't know.
Yeah, Ricky
unpleasant women.
It was a bunch of older women or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of
women.
women.
It was the Kevin Nash Book Club.
Yes, similar to the Kevin Nash Book Club, yes.
The WCW Bikini competition, the judges are the Wack Pack. Of course, Crackhead Bob is probably one of the better judges you could probably find. So,
Crackhead Bob, that's my guy.
They actually asked them what they thought. That segment could have went so fucking bad. Oh my god. I was surprised.
Dude, these fucking nutcases could have said a lot of stuff. I mean, they already had Hank, the drunken, angry dwarf, grabbing at every girl's ass as they entered the ring.
He was
which was
drunk.
fucking weird as shit. Yeah, it was not a gimmick. Him being a drunken dwarf was a shoot ski.
It took him like 30 minutes to get in the ring. He couldn't even get in the ring.
He was late for the entrance.
Mean Gene is looking for Hank. He said, "Where is the dwarf?"
High Pitch Eric was wearing a Goldberg shirt. I was pretty fired up about that.
Oh yeah, he was a big Goldberg guy.
Just said Goldberg on it.
It's probably one of the best shirts he ever had in WCW. I feel
You're
like
right.
there was like almost no WCW shirts, period. They get like one when they sign up and then that's it.
You're right, yeah.
Mean Gene is hooked up to the commentary team audio, which is crazy to me.
Yes.
So when Mark Madden said, because I think Mean Gene called Elephant Boy Elephant Man, and Mark Madden said, "It's Elephant Boy, idiot." And he said, "Close enough." I was like, oh my goodness. So Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf comes out last with a bottle of piss. He steps into the ring and grabs Tori Wilson's ass right away. She is not fucking happy about that whatsoever. She did not sign up for this.
I don't think any of them were.
I think Tony Schiavone on commentary says, "I'd like to say hello to my wife back home."
He does, that rule.
Good man.
Major Guns comes out, has the USA flag gear on. We got a whole bunch of people in this bikini competition that I fucking could not name in a lineup. Tori Wilson, Major Guns, Pamela.
I wrote down the names, actually, of the women that are in this
go
content.
for it. Shoot.
Mean Gene introduces Shay by saying, Korea's loss is our gain. What the fuck, Mean Gene?
You know what? I told you, Mean Gene. Korea's loss is our gain, so we're back here again with more WCW.
Call the hotline, 1-900-9999.
Specialty, dude.
There was also Takina. There was Tori Wilson, Miss Galaxy Tori Wilson. Takina was from Philadelphia, by the way, so she was my pick to win. With the finishing move, the patented finishing move of the face full of stuff. This is Tigress.
Oh, yeah.
Paisley was next, then Leia Meow, and then Major Guns. And Major Guns took off her, the robe she had on to reveal a USA bikini, which brought out the super Canadian Hacksaw Jim Duggan in all of his Canadian outfits with a 2x4. What? And shaved face Jim Duggan too.
Wow.
That was weird.
Fuck.
That was
it's so
very
weird.
strange.
Very weird. I don't know. I mean, I guess eventually you got to run this angle with Jim
To
Duggan
be
betraying
honest
America,
with you,
but
dude,
it just felt wrong.
I agree, and I think that's what made it okay. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. And then he started talking, I'm like, oh yeah, Jim Duggan's actually not that bad of a promo.
No, he's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah.
He was being a dickhead, but it worked because he was just screaming at Major Guns for wearing a USA bikini as she begs off and says, "I don't want to be a Canadian."
Shut your mouth, woman.
Shut
Was
up.
that High Pitch Eric? Was that High Pitch Eric?
Yes, it was. Hacksaw covers her up with the Canadian flag and forces her to leave because I guess it would have been okay if she was wearing a Canadian bikini. I don't know why she didn't just do that. Caused a bunch
I
of
don't
trouble
either.
here, Major Guns.
Yeah, get it together.
And then Pamela Paulshock, who's also in the ring for the segment with Mean Gene, just to be there. She's wearing this big fluffy fur coat, just wearing this big fucking jacket, and Mean Gene's asking her who she thinks wins this, and she says they're all beautiful. She says, "Oh, I'm feeling kind of hot though," and Mean Gene's like, "All right." just moves on, and then she's waving herself and fanning herself. She's, "Oh, you're feeling kind of hot back there, huh?" And then she takes off her jacket, and she's just got the oinglers all fucking out in this outfit, bro. I don't know what was going on here. This shit was crazy. I don't know what. She was my pick. She wasn't in the contest, but all the Wack Pack each individually voted for her to win, and Pamela Paulshock, who was not in the contest, won the contest. And that was not the weirdest part of this ending of this segment. I don't know. This was like a Natalia video. Because Leia Meow then attacks Pamela and grips her by the hair. And then for what felt like an eternity, started gently slapping her titties with a whip.
Yeah, she was definitely caressing her titties with that stick.
Constantly for a while, just gently tapping her titties with a whip.
Shit, these things are kind of crazy.
Which I assume it went so long because Medeja was supposed to be out there way sooner.
Number one freak Medeja.
Number one freak Medeja, excuse me. I don't want to get it wrong. Medeja comes out to save Pamela by grabbing Leia Meow and picking her up very slowly and then body slamming her, excuse me. Cool. What the fuck was this for?
She didn't even sell it. She didn't fucking sell it. Body slam just moves.
She just took a move, and then Mean Gene started taking off his own jacket to give to Pamela, despite the fact that she has a big furry jacket already on the floor that she removed.
I thought he was just going stripping down. I was going to say Mean Gene's feeling crazy. Says getting a lot hot in here. Anyways, back onto this segment as he's taking his clothes off. Back into this segment. Anyways, we're talking about the WCW.
Back to you, Tony, with my cock. But yeah, that was the contest. Pamela Paulshock won.
Not only did you have Team Canada, you had the Wack Pack, you had Leia Meow, you had Titty Sticks. This was a all-encompassing segment here. Tony Schiavone wanted nothing to do with this. I don't think I heard him talk but once, and it was to say to his wife, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He was probably calling his wife during the segment.
Yeah, sheesh. Mike Tenay, the professor, is backstage with Scott Steiner. Of course, he wants to ask about Medeja because Medeja was just out there. Of course, that's, Scott's number one fucking freak. Scott said, Medeja can handle herself because she's my number one fucking freak. And I said, you damn right. So Scott is talking with Mike Tenay, and he doesn't even get anywhere, which I'm kind of upset because anytime Scott Steiner does anything with Mike Tenay backstage, it is must-watch television.
Of course.
Sadly, they actually decided to follow up with this from earlier. So Goldberg came into the arena about an hour ago, and he
found his way, finally to the backstage area.
Figured out how to get backstage.
Never been in this building before, I guess.
And attacks Scott Steiner and throws Scott Steiner about as hard as he could at these roadie boxes.
Fuck.
And
he threw him so fucking hard.
He hit these roadie boxes like a sack of rocks. It was the loudest just fucking bang I'd heard all night. I said, that probably sucked. I couldn't even believe.
And then security comes in to break it up. None of them had mace.
We need security back here.
Well, they wasted all the mace on Chronic?
Probably.
So after that, we get Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno has got a duck.
It's Goose.
So this duck that Disco Inferno's got, this is his whole gimmick at this point.
It's a goose. It's got a goose.
He says, if you think the filthy animals got it like that, you can kiss my duck on the ass.
Scott Hudson also said he's choking that chicken.
I told you it was a chicken.
Bro, he had a special announcement to make, a major special announcement. He never made it, though.
He never got to make it.
Partner. He's got a new
tag team
partner.
Partner is nobody because no one's a fucking team with this guy. Oh my God.
Well, it's okay. It was saved by Scott Steiner.
I was hoping this was the episode where Steiner beats the fuck out of the duck, but it's not. It's not that episode,
it was
sadly.
It's a goose.
The chicken was going to get its ass kicked by Scott Steiner, but that's sadly not
Steiner
this
comes
episode.
Out. I didn't know what the fuck he had in his hand. I was like, what is going on here? But he has a mask in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because he broke his orbital bone.
I don't remember that. When did that happen? Did Goldberg break that?
Actually, I would not be surprised.
Goldberg did do it, and it was not like I think it was like
he wasn't
on
following the
like
script.
It was just a fuck you. So Steiner comes out and just starts attacking Disco, which is always great. I mean, Steiner beating up anybody is always great. And then he gets give me a fucking mic. Gets him on the mic, and he said, Goldberg, you bald-headed bastard, I beat your ass at Fall Brawl, and you quit, and you stay quit.
Yeah. Thank you, Scotty.
Stay quit is goddamn.
We need to put that on a shirt right now.
You are right, Scott Steiner. He should stay quit, but he didn't. Goldberg came out. Sadly, he did not stay quit.
Goldberg went crazy too. He was like not happy. He was spitting all over the place. Grabbed the microphone. And he goes, He grabs the microphone and he goes, as the legendary Jim Ross once said, my cock is hard. I said, what the fuck is this segment? Oh my God. Then Steiner puts on a little mask and then the cage match. I don't know what this was.
You must have been watching the WCW.com version.
Yeah. Wait, were we not supposed to watch this on Real Player? My bad.
No, I did not. I watched it on TNT. TNN?
No,
TNT?
I was watching the Fight TV version. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Fight TV?
Fight
Oh
TV.
my God, I was watching on Flow Slam, bro.
Damn, you didn't even get the Winamp version of this? I was checking this out. I had the whole visualizer up and everything.
You looking at those waves go up and
Yeah,
down?
the visualizers were going crazy.
It was only
during this
audio.
segment.
Oh, WCW Radio? I remember that. You guys remember that?
WCW Radio sucked. Except when Kevin Nash was on it because he would just shoot on everyone. Goldberg says, I'll take your challenge, but my rules. 1v1, no interference. And, oh, there's a cage up there. Let's make it a cage match. And Steiner
That's
just
actually
agrees, I
brilliant.
guess.
That's actually brilliant. Next time I'm anywhere I see a cage, we're going to have a cage match right now.
Why does this not happen more often?
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was smart.
you're right. Yeah, just if it's up there, who's gonna say
Why
no?
not?
You
Yeah.
gotta use it for something.
Shit,
Yeah.
dude. That was actually pretty well done.
Which I like to think that Steiner didn't know he was doing this because it goes to commercial after that, and I imagine they had to talk about it.
Oh, that was
'Cause it
absolutely
goes
a
back-
rib.
And the Hell in a Cell that is this fucking cage is lowered, and they're already beating each other's ass. Steiner's wearing a mask. It looks like the original Abyss mask, which I appreciated. Steiner tried to run away to get through the crowd. Oh no, sorry. So it didn't lower. It was lowering when they were fighting. Steiner was trying to run away through the crowd, and Goldberg attacks him. And then they're walking back to the ring as the cage is lowering, and Steiner walks face first into the bottom of the cage.
He thought he was
and
supposed to take the
bumps
bump off the cage, and Goldberg's like, no. That's why I think it was a rib, and he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He said, yeah, cage match, sure, all right, whatever.
Why is this just a Hell in a Cell?
This kind of ruled. I don't know. He's just like, let's have a Hell in a
It
Cell
looks
match.
cool
And he
as
said,
fuck.
hell yeah, that's good. All right, let's do it. And I was like, yep, that's cool with me.
It looks cool as fuck.
Oh,
this isn't
their
a long match
design's
at all,
way
though.
better.
Yeah, it looks like. God, man, I don't know. I mean, I get that shit is safer now, but damn, dude, how much cooler does it look when it looks like you're gonna die?
Yeah, hell yeah. There's something cool about the danger, man.
Yeah, man.
Living in the danger zone.
Goldberg does his gorilla press into power slam move, which I think should be somebody's finisher. I think Wardlow should do that. That'd be cool as hell.
Ooh, that would rule.
He's got the knee, dude. Let him be.
I mean, if he could hit it, that'd be cool. Fuck.
Ultra move.
Tony Schiavone's talking about the concept of the cage match being to escape, which I didn't realize there was a door. Like, you just walk out the door. There's no ref
Hell
either.
That's
yeah,
how
baby.
you win. Yeah, that's how you win the match.
So yeah, Steiner does a top rope clothesline and then starts doing push-ups, which was fucking awesome. Because
Dude,
that's just what Scott
The
Steiner
flying
does.
clothesline is never used anymore, but it was used in like every match in this night.
Hell yeah!
Steiner
oh yeah,
used
you're
it.
right.
Sting used
yeah.
it. Yeah, everybody used it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Why do you think people don't use it anymore?
It's probably an unnecessary bump. To be honest with you, just
I guess it looks
mean,
cool as fuck though.
Yeah, I agree. I love that move. I used to love it when like Kane did it. Kane's was crazy.
Kane got crazy height on it too
Yeah.
for no reason.
He'd come down. He'd literally come down on you. Like these, he'd kind of like push at you. Kane would like a pterodactyl.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
it's not like the Steiner was doing it like Doomsday Device style. Kane Kane it's like a clothesline driver.
She got ruled. I
Crazy
love
looking.
that.
Yeah. Steiner runs at Goldberg and low blows him, and Goldberg falls like a tree. Just, I feel like Goldberg didn't know what to do in that situation.
I like that bump a lot,
Timber-
actually.
He looked goofy as hell.
It looked like a video game bump, and I kind of dug that a lot.
That's fair. I appreciate that. The number one freak, Medeja, comes out with a pipe, and she just opens the door and comes in. No one was stopping her.
Dude,
There's
I was
nothing
like, what
preventing
the
anyone
fuck?
from coming in.
Yeah, I'm like, Goldberg said, yeah, I do this cage match so no one can get in here and nobody can get out. And then Medeja said,
No interference was specified in his rules.
I think I was simply walk through the door.
Yeah. So Steiner gets the advantage here. He tries to leave, but the Jumbo Sportsman was blocking the cage.
Jumbo Sportsman.
I thought his name was like
Big
Jambalaya
Jumbo.
or something. Like, who is this guy?
Jumbo Tsuruta was in the way.
Dude, I didn't even see his face once all night. All I saw was his body. It was just like quick images of him. I'm like, oh, there's a football player, I think.
Also, Steiner's underwear was showing this whole fucking match.
Yes, it
Goldberg
was.
couldn't help her brother out, pull his pants up for him.
I feel like this happened to Steiner a lot.
I think so
Yeah,
too, and it was always
all
the
the
same
time.
color underwear as well. Steiner gets back into the ring and tries to hit Goldberg with the lead pipe again. Goldberg ducks it, hits a big spear, and then walks out and wins. He just wins by leaving.
He
Very
just
easily.
leaves and
That's
then
how you win.
spits on
Win
the
by
crowd.
He spits the whole match too. He
He
spits
spit in the
everywhere.
ring. He spit on the ramp. He spit at the people. What is up with you,
God,
bro?
I wish that were me. Yeah,
That's
no.
all he
No,
did,
you
yeah.
don't.
Huh?
No, you don't.
I need you to talk about this all-timer segment that happens right after this, which it was way shorter than I feel like it should have been for how
It was a
fucking
transition to
ridiculous it was.
commercial. So we cut after the Goldberg versus Scott Steiner match. Jarrett is walking backstage. He's getting ready to come out. Actually, you know what? Booker T is up next, so maybe he's not walking out. I don't know. He was walking backstage. Jarrett's just hanging out backstage with a guitar. He's hanging out. So Jarrett's walking around backstage.
Jarrett has a match after the Booker promo.
Sure, but how long does it take to get a
it's
gorilla?
definitely-
So Jarrett's walking around backstage and Beetlejuice approaches him out of nowhere, like literally like perpendicular in the hallway. Beetlejuice is like, "Hey, Slapnuts." And Jarrett looks at him and goes, "What'd you say?" He said, "Hey, Slapnuts." And he goes, boom, with a guitar. "It's Mr. Slapnuts to you." And he just walks
he
away.
crushes him with this. The guitar, the body of the guitar is the same height as Beetlejuice, and he just
Yes, it is.
he annihilates him with this
He
guitar.
destroyed him.
And
Oh.
Beetlejuice does the greatest dead cell ever. That's all. He just had to fall on his face, and it just looked perfect. It was amazing.
"Hey, Slapnuts." Huh? I said, "Hey, Slapnuts." Fuck, dude. That whole
That's
segment's
Mr. Slapnuts to you. What do you mean? What? You don't want? I thought you're Mr. Slapnuts. I thought Slapnuts was an insult, Jeff Jarrett.
"Hey, Slapnuts." Yo, what the hell? Dude, he said, "Hey, Slapnuts." And Jarrett looks and no one's at his vision. So he looks down and there's Beetlejuice.
He thought his guitar was talking to him.
Jarrett did this
Oh, that's so
really,
good.
really well. And then Beetlejuice,
loved it.
Beetlejuice thought he could just walk away from Jeff Jarrett. He said, "Hey, Slapnuts." And he just walked away. Where are you going?
You think Beetlejuice had any fucking idea who Jeff Jarrett was?
This was also a rib. He was supposed to just walk away. And then Jarrett said, "I'm taking liberties with the guitar."
Jarrett's taking liberties.
And that's
God,
where
that's
Mr.
even better.
Slapnuts came up from. He said he just made it up right
WCW
there.
is much better if you think that everything was a shoot.
To be honest with you, I still think everything was a shoot.
It probably is. Yeah,
I
it
think
probably really
no
was.
matches were announced before the card started, and they were just like, "You wrestle," and they go, "Huh?" And he goes, "You're you're out
Chronic
now."
didn't know they were taken out of that match, so they just went out anyway.
And they got Mace just fucking shoot Mace in the middle of the ring.
Mace.
That's why he picked up Chavo Guerrero and almost killed him because he didn't know. He didn't fucking like what?
Fuck.
Hey,
That's
slap
great.
nuts. Oh shit. That's an all time. That and then Scott Steiner beating up the duck with the lead pipe that Medeja
It's a
gave him.
goose.
Yeah.
What a goose.
Yeah, the chicken
pipe.
got fucking destroyed. So we get a Booker T promo backstage. Pamela is interviewing Booker T, who at the time is the
Yes.
WCW World's Champion. Booker T says, "I got a little something up my sleeve." He says, "I got some backup tonight." And then he said a couple of catchphrases that were pretty fucking good. He says,
Save the drama for your mama.
"That's like, dude." I was like, "Fuck, man, he should have been the world's
That's
champion a long time ago."
God damn, he's huge and he rules. What the fuck? Give them title 3 years before this.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that everyone that gets over, they all have something that ends a promo. And Booker T's is,
Yeah.
"Don't hate the player, hate the game."
Don't hate the player, hate Triple H, the game.
I was gonna say,
The game
I hate
sucks.
Triple H.
did he use that in the Triple H feud? He must have, right?
I'm not too sure. I don't remember much from that other than Booker just getting his ass whooped on a consistent basis.
I feel like that's a given. Yeah, Booker getting shit on every week and then losing at Mania. Cool.
Good stuff. Yeah. I mean, there you go. There's your
Yeah.
WCW World's Heavyweight Championship run. So after Booker T has his promo, we get General Rection versus Jeff Jarrett. Yes, that is a
Yeah.
match. Jeff Jarrett doesn't have his guitar because he smacked Beetlejuice with it a couple minutes ago.
And his entrance seems very awkward with it because he doesn't know what to do with his hands.
Yeah, so he goes like Rey Mysterio to the corners and says something to the crowd.
Yeah, he does. I thought the same thing.
All right, so General Erection is a part of a group called Misfits in Action. They all have real fucked up, stupid names. So
Major Guns.
General Erection, first off, has many names throughout his career, and they all suck. They all suck.
Oh,
they all suck.
Hugh Morris. Even buildup is a shitty name.
He is supposed to be the baby face here. We're supposed to get behind General Erection as he faces off against Jeff.
Yes.
The match starts off. General Erection hits a good old 2 clothesline body slam comeback, and I said, "Here we go. This is gonna be a match."
Yeah.
There isn't really much here. They kind of just hang around.
No, there was a lot of run-ins. Lance Storm ran into the distract the ref. Elix Skipper, in his very Canadian outfit, came out to hit Erection with a chair, but got caught. John Erection went for the moonsault. Jim Duggan ran out and hit him with a 2x4, and Jarrett hit the stroke for the win.
There you go. The stroke, baby. It looked good, though. I'll give him that much. The stroke looked killer here.
That move rules. I love that way more than the skull crushing finale.
Shout out to Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett locks in the figure 4 leg lock on General Erection's shitty leg. And then the Misfits in Action come down to try to save him, but they fucking suck. So guess what? They get their ass kicked too.
Fuck you, America.
Then, oh my God, what was this whole segment? Sting comes down to attack Team Canada. Sting makes the save for General Erection.
With the great American baseball bat, they said.
Fuck, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, Lance Storm grabs the mic afterwards and says, "Stinger, I'm going to teach you some respect because I'm Canadian and I can." All right, well. All right. So that sets up Sting versus Lance Storm. Hey, man, they have like a pretty okay match here.
I was going to say this was a decent little match here. It didn't go for too long. It came back already in progress from commercial. No picture-in-picture here, sadly. I have a question, and maybe this is an obvious one. Sting's gloves always said some shit on it. What did it say on his gloves?
It always said mechanics.
It says mechanics?
Yes, it's a brand of gloves.
Okay. I
mechanics
thought it said
with an X.
Okay.
MECANIX, mechanics.
Because I'm pretty sure he wore those in TNA too, and I thought it was just some weird something in another language.
Mechanics.
You want to buy the glove? I got the gloves right here for you.
That's not nearly as cool.
Mechanics is his retribution name.
And like you said, it was a fun little match. Storm had a cool reversal of the Scorpion Deathlock in this, and he turned it into the single leg Boston Crab. That was kind of cool.
What did he call the Boston Crab? The single leg?
The
maple
Canadian crab, right?
Canadian maple leaf?
Canadian crab? Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Fuck, how that? I mean, you got to give Lance Storm some credit. He got a single leg Boston Crab over.
Yeah, it looked cool. I mean, you can get anything over if you try, right?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. All you have to do is make it matter. You know what I mean? Like it's a simple thing of as long as you can convince someone that it matters, then any move can be good.
The crowd seemed like they were biting on the submission too. Like they
were.
Like
they actually
believing that Sting could have tapped out.
Even crazier. Yeah, even crazier than Sting. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Storm hit some cool shit. The flying crossbody was pretty cool. There was Sting at the flying clothesline of this match too.
True.
Yeah, so Sting ends up winning with the body slam into the Scorpion Death Drop, which is probably my favorite way for him to hit it. Yeah, that's that looks cool.
Because Storm was reversing out of it like a few times before this, so Sting was like, I got you, motherfucker. He went for the scoop slam, caught him, death drop. That was clean as hell. Good, decent little match.
Yeah, it was crazy how we got there, but yeah, good match once we got there.
Yeah.
Sting making the save for General Erection from Team Canada. What in the actual fuck am I reading out loud? So David Flair's back again. He finally finds 977 Oglethorpe. He's still got the crowbar from Chuck E. Cheese. He breaks into this guy's house with a camera crew, and the guy's pretty nonchalant about it. Turns out he's at 976 Oglethorpe, which is not the correct place. Yeah. He's got to go next door.
What a goof.
He goes next door to 977 Oglethorpe. He knocks on the door, and then he's told by the neighbor, "Guy's not here. He's out of town.
He's on vacation for a week now."
Wow, isn't that crazy?
And then the guy's like, he's not there, and David Flair's like, all right, well, you tell him that I'm gonna be waiting for him. And the guy says, I'm gonna call the cops. And David Flair says, yeah, well, you tell him. He says, no, I'm calling the police. And David Flair's walking away. He says, all right, you let him know.
We need some security.
No, call the cops.
Can we get some security over here, please?
All right. Well, we end up figuring out that it's Buff Bagwell, and then they have the DNA match. And if you guys want to watch the DNA match, you can watch it on our Patreon. We cut back. Russo is fully dressed up as a New York Giants player at this point, and he is ready for his match.
He loves the New York Giants.
He's got the helmet on and everything, which once you get later on in the match, it makes total sense why he's wearing the helmet. Because
God,
oh my God,
shit, dude.
So we have Vince Russo versus Booker T. Russo putting his undefeated streak on the line. WCW World's Heavyweight Championship is on the line. It's a cage match. This was actually what the cage was here for the whole night. But Scott Steiner and Goldberg took liberties and said,
Goldberg took liberties and stole it. Yes.
So it took me a minute. All the white people come out to ringside.
Everyone, not even just people in the Thriller. These are all the face white guys.
Russo and Booker get in the ring, and oh boy, Russo hits Booker with a bat, and then immediately tries to win the match by leaving out the door.
Which I guess is pretty smart. Yeah,
and you know, we talked about it a little bit before. If this was anyone else in any other scenario, this was actually booked pretty well for what it was.
Oh yeah, if it was any like chicken shit heel that was like not Vince Russo, I think this would be like
whoever
one of the
agented
best
this match
ever.
Was fantastic. Russo going to hit him with a bat and then immediately trying to leave, but being blocked by the wrestlers on the outside. It was specifically Mike Awesome who was right in front of the door.
Yes, which is even better because then Russo realizes he can't go out. He gets a ladder. He sets it up in the ring. I didn't realize there was fucking things you could do this with. He climbs to the top of this ladder and pushes up like one of the like just holes in the top of this cell and tries to climb out after, and it cuts to a wide shot, which is so ridiculous looking, of all the wrestlers climbing the cage to try to stop him, which I feel like no one informed them that Sting was coming because Sting looked fucking stupid as hell when he came down, and Mike Awesome was already up there getting Russo away.
Oh. Dude, the cage root's actually really dope, though. It's like triangles, and then the triangles open up. I don't know how. There must be a latch or something. I don't know how safe that is, but it seemed okay because they had a bunch of guys on top of the cage and everything seemed fine. Mike Awesome even kind of took a bump. He slipped and ate shit on top of the cage.
He almost flew. But yeah, Sting repelled from the top as Mike Awesome is already up there, and they just stand up there together now. And they missed the shot of Vince Russo falling because Booker T moved the ladder and he was just dangling there, and they missed the shot of him just crashing and dying.
Yeah, what the hell was this? So Sting came down from the ceiling. They missed the whole shot. Sting doesn't do anything, and Mike Awesome falls. Well, there you go.
These are our heroes here.
Yeah, sheesh. Booker then beats the living shit out of Russo. Just really gives it to him. But guess what? We have a returning man. Lex Luger is here, and he gives Russo a lead pipe. They keep screaming on commentary, "The package is back! The package is back! The package is back!"
Said, no one has ever been this excited about Lex Luger returning to anywhere.
They dropped the total part. He's just the package. He just got that dick is back. Cool.
Sack and cock are here.
This whole match was just fucking crazy. There was something happening every 2 minutes, dude. So Lex Luger's back, hectic. Gives Russo the lead pipe. Referee tries to step in and stop Russo. Then he hits him with the pipe. So the EMTs come in to check on the referee. One of the EMTs tries to tackle Russo, but he trips over the downed referee. Oh my God, the EMT. It's Ric Flair, son of a bitch.
That was
almost forgot the fourth horseman, Ric Flair. Come on down.
Come on down here. That was after Russo started attacking the doctors, checking on the ref, and then Ric Flair, as an EMT, attacked Russo. And Flair at this time was fired. I guess that so he had to dress up as an EMT to get into the building.
No, dude, Ric Flair is an EMT now. He found legit work.
Oh shit!
Good on him. That's what they said on commentary. Good for him. He found legit work after wrestling.
That's awesome. That's a good line.
So then the natural born God damn
Oh,
it.
The super
no.
The
crackers
super
run out.
crackers come down, and there is a huge brawl on the outside. There's pandemonium on
fight.
Nitro, brothers.
Yeah. They were crowding together so much in the aisleway that I expected somebody to. I thought Mike Awesome was going to dive off the top of it or something.
Oh shit!
That would have been
That'd've
fucking.
wild.
Yeah, he would have done it too. I guarantee you, he would have done it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Booker T beats up Russo. He's about to walk out of the cage and wins the match, but Goldberg's here. And he goes to the door and they look at each other, and then Booker just kind of lets him in. So he steps aside and
Yeah.
Goldberg comes in, and Goldberg walks right past Booker to Vince Russo. But oh my God, now Scott Steiner's here, and he tries to hit Booker. He attacks him with the door, knocks him back a little bit. Russo, you can see him in the corner as he's making his rounds around the ring. Full sprint with the helmet, looking like he's about to just take Booker out. And then Goldberg cuts him off and spears him through the wall and knocks the cage
timing.
down. And at the
Yes.
same time, Booker walks out. It's just a little bit behind Russo. So Booker walks out. Russo gets slammed through the cage. We don't know the finish. By God, we're out of time. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yes, dude.
No, forget
the
that.
timing
Booker
is amazing.
Booker and Goldberg are like high five after that. They're like, hell yeah, and I'm like, huh? Why are you high fiving?
It was kind of the part, like getting to the Goldberg part was real weird because Booker goes to leave and then Goldberg's music hits and Booker stops himself from leaving and he's just staring at the entranceway as Goldberg comes out like, just go, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
When Russo took the bump through the cage, if he wasn't wearing that helmet, he probably would have died. And I'm not even kidding. He probably would have died.
Dude, the helmet came off from how hard his head hit the bottom of the guardrail.
I think he
Goldberg
said he got a
gave him-
concussion from this somewhere.
Yeah.
He got a concussion with the helmet?
Somewhere
I-
he said he got a concussion. Yeah, because of that spot.
No
he
way.
would have died. Goldberg
Yeah,
full on. I don't even know if they gimmicked the cage. I think Goldberg literally just speared him through that side of the door or that side of the cage. And he just, oh my God, his head whiplashed off the barricade. And I was like, wow. If he just think of like, he could have like, I don't know, forgotten the helmet or something. Been like, oh shit, we got to hurry up. We're almost out of time or something. I got to get this spot done. And Goldberg would have killed a man on TV. That's insanity.
Dude, the timing of that spear was fucking tremendous, though.
Oh, it was. That's what I'm saying. This match was booked pretty damn well. It's just, you know, people remember it as Vince Russo. So
Yeah, that's true.
and I love that we got it. This episode was, we're out of time.
I feel like that's every WCW. Like, no meme. Most times, that's how the shows ended, very hectically like that. Russo did win the title, and then he shortly relinquished it after because his brain was all fucked up. I think he actually was fucked up from
he
that.
got a shoe concussion. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
it was nasty
was-
looking.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that spot, take a peek at it because could have been.
But like you
way-
said, if it was
run that-
anyone else, it would have been well regarded.
Yeah,
I
they
think
should just
so,
run
too.
that spot back now in modern day. Like, just
Yeah,
do
just
that
steal it.
spot over again. It's a good one.
Actually, we're gonna steal it. Don't take that. Nobody, stop listening.
Yeah, actually,
Don't
mind your
look.
business. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
No helmet this time though. 2 guardrails right.
yeah,
in front of each
James,
other.
no helmet, but
And
he's wearing
full
football
guardrails.
pads. So, yeah, James wearing football pads, but no helmet.
The cage is actually made out of guardrails. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
And we're out of time.
Well, there you go. WCW.